Hey, glitter girl. Hey, Carol. Hey, crazy Nurse Granny. Hey, Dennis, or Denise, Jane, Carla Marie. Flamin' Flamingo. Cardinal Lover. Is anybody listening to that bullshit over there on Vinny G's? Hey, Kim A. Is people listening to this shit? Is Vinny G, who's an intelligent man, really honestly believe that Laura has the power to make people do anything? Do they really believe that? Hold on a minute, guys. Hey, John, will you let me know if you go out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go out sometime this morning.
Okay. Just let me know. A Republican ass over there asking me, so how tall am I? Or how tall? She wanted to know how tall I am. What the fuck does that have to do with the price of eggs in China? I'm so sick of this shit, man. Vinny G, oh, I'm so disappointed that a fellow Aussie would support such things. Well, you know what, Vinny G? I'm disappointed that a bunch of Americans and a few Aussies support Brian St. John, who fucking bashes a dead baby. And yeah, I got the proof. So you're all okay with that, right?
Hey, here's your number.
You're okay with the antics that Brian pulls. Get the fuck out of here.
You show me like I'm in trouble.
Clary T and Ozzy Vic and fucking Wicked Gaming and them. They forget, Ozzy, I was in Patreon the night you left. Don't forget. Nobody fucking doxed Vinny G. Somebody went in the chat and dropped some address or something. Like people over here in fucking America has any idea about anything that goes on in fucking Australia. Vinny G is smarter than this. He's playing fucking head games is what he's doing. Nobody has any reason to dox Vinny G. Ozzy Vic in there. You know, she did this, she did. You know what, Ozzy Vic? If you're so fucking weak-minded, and Clary T and Mandy Lynn and the rest of you, if you're so fucking weak-minded that you allowed another human being to tell you what to do, then that's on you. If you're so fucking weak-minded that you allowed Laura to make you do bullshit things, then that's on fucking you. Exactly right. Vinny is bored and has to start shit with someone. The whole time that fucking loser Brian sitting over in his fucking chat. How about I send what you said about that baby to Vinny G, Brian? How about that? Why do they give a fuck about what's going on in Laura's Patreon? Hello, Becky O. Why do they care so much? Why do they care about what's going on in Laura's Patreon? The worst of the worst have left. Clary, the number one fucking doxing troll. Oh, ask her about Remy D. Oh, ask her about the funeral. Ask her about the funeral. What? She went to a public fucking showing. And it was open to the fucking public. She didn't attend the funeral. I'm so sick of this shit, man. That these people really want people to believe. Hey, Red Dragon. These people really want. I am an intelligent woman. Nobody tells me what I can do. Yeah, and what did he twist it to, Janelle? What, are you lesbian? Who fucking cares if she is, Vinny G? She's in fucking Australia, and Laura's in the United States. I knew he would fucking twist that shit. And I hope Ems is not in there saying, we fucking trolled her, and we fucking doxed her. Because Ems, you've put up several different statements about who's done this to you. Vinny G don't give a fuck about that funeral. That was just Remy D trying to be fucking relevant. Yeah, sticking up for fucking Brian. The biggest doxer fucking out there. A man who fucking bashed on a dead baby that his son fucking killed. Yeah, he's a real stand-up kind of fucking guy over there, Vinny G. Now, Ems is saying she was trolled by Laura's side. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, that's funny because Ems put out a video saying that when she fell ill, it was Laura's people that came and that reached out to her to make sure she's all right. Now, all of a sudden, we're the trolls. Ain't nobody from Laura's side ever messed with Ems. Ems is now, what is this, like the third person she's blamed for trolling her? Remy is a fucking idiot. An ass, fucking Republican ass over there. The truth. Why don't you tell me how tall you are? I'm fucking 5'4", Ash. What the fuck? That's who they're over there fucking supporting, is Brian. Nobody ever trolled Ems from Laura's. We've always liked Ems. I don't know what she's saying over there. But this is like what? The fourth group of people she's blamed for trolling her now? Was it us, Ems, or was it Georgia Dog and J is for Justice? Who is it, Ems? Vinny always sticking his fucking nose where it don't belong. He's the one that declared war between the Aussies and the Americans. I guess he didn't like it when an Aussie got up there to let him know that it's bullshit. That the ones that did the fucking looking people up and shit are the ones that's sitting in his chat. Being little snitch bitches. Well, did she look up my friend Whiskey OG? Yeah, Vinny G, that's what us crazy Americans do. When we're interested in somebody, we look them up on Facebook and we talk to our girlfriends about it. That's what us crazy criminal Americans do. And God forbid we say his soon to be ex wife or ex wife is pretty. God forbid we do that. Us crazy criminal Americans. You want to see a criminal? Look right there in your fucking chat, Vinny G. No, they don't want to hear it when it comes to Brian. They don't want to hear what he's done. He doxed an old lady, had her so scared she was freaking crying, had to call the police. No, Ben, it's not about Wogs. Vinny's defending his friend Wogs. But the fact of the matter is, Wogs is the one that's got Laura's address, not vice versa. I don't even give a fuck about a mole anymore. I don't give a fuck. Mole, if you're in here, then kiss my ass. What is it you want to fucking tell? What do you want to tell the other side? I'm so over this shit. Like people are supposed to believe that Laura has some kind of power to brainwash people, highly intelligent women and men, into doing dirty work for her. Give me a break. It's all ridiculous and I'm so tired of hearing it. Yes, I am a Patreon of Laura's. No, I have seen nothing shady go on. All the shady left the building with Mandy Lynn, Mommy of Three, Clary T, Ozzy Vic, Potty Mouth Mama, all the ones that look up and dox people have left the building, Vinny G. Somebody dropped an address in his chat. Who knows? It's not like Vinny G doesn't have enemies all over the internet, especially ones from Australia. How would anybody from Laura's camp have any idea about Vinny G's, number one, his situation, because this morning is the first I've heard of it, and number two, anything about Australia? And Republican ass, oh, I've been doxxed. Oh, I've been doxxed. Oh, I've been doxxed. Ass, somebody dropped your fucking phone number. Get over yourself. Who did it? Who did it? Who knows who did it? All I know is Laura blocked it. Exactly. No one from Laura's camp cares about Vinny G or his docs. Facts. And then Vinny G, well, I've been told that Laura's Patreons have been trolling me. Are you kidding me, Vinny G? Come on, dude. You're an intelligent man who's suffering through some major health problems right now. Yes, he's Australian. saying he paid for the right to dog Laura because he dropped her a few $100 in super chat. No, Vinny G, you dropped a few $100 because you actually liked Laura until you allow these ass clowns to get in your head. I don't know who doxed him. I don't care. Like I said, nobody even knew. Who even knew about? Who even knows where Vinny G fucking lives? I don't even know his real name. I'm sure he wasn't born Vinny G. Hey, Tony C. Fucking over there protecting fucking Brian St. John's lying fucking ass. Saying those screenshots of what he said about that baby are fake. Bullshit. I got proof in my messages, Brian. You admitted to saying them. But Brian's not that bad. Fuck out of here. Nobody doxed him from us, Janelle. And Vinny G knows it. Trying to convince people. And Simon, I'm disappointed in you, man. I really like you, Simon. But trying to convince people that Laura has the power to control our minds. No, they're not fake screenshots, Trisha. But us criminal Americans... I don't know any personal information about any of them either. And that's fine with me. Jennifer Lynn over there thinking she's some kind of badass because she puts out a fucking stupid-ass Gilligan's Island video. Ooh. You're bad, Jennifer Lynn. You're bad. Ooh. You know better than to turn on Brian because he does have your fucking information. Clary, let me come back up, Vinny G. Let me come back up. I want to tell some stories on Laura. I want to tell some stories on Laura. Remember, Clary T, you were the one that talked about hiring a hitman. Remember, it was you. They don't want to see the truth, Tawny C. They don't want to see the truth about Brian. Because then it would take the focus off Laura and her fucking Patreons. And the sad thing is, Vinny G really, really liked Laura. And said it many a times on his panel. Until they start getting up in his fucking head. Amanda Lynn trying to talk about Luke's case. Bitch, you don't know nothing. That's why they all protect Brian. It's because they're scared of him. Well, guess who's not scared of him? Because guess who's got the end of every little piece he puts out there? I do. I don't like any of you people, but Clary is a hypocrite. She did things with Laura just like those other women. They should all be shunned with Laura, I think. Rug shopped. Well, that's nice that you don't like any of us, but you came in to tell us that. Thank you. Thank you. It just pisses me off when somebody as intelligent as Vinny G falls for this bullshit. Yeah, Clary did things for Clary. Do you really honestly believe? Clary is an intelligent woman. Do you really think that Laura's got the power to get up into somebody's mind and make them do? And they paid Laura to do it? That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life, and I'm tired of hearing it. Well, Laura asked us to do this and Laura asked us to do that. No, bitch, you did it because you wanted to. Hold on. Sam, stop it. I'm sick of it, man. Laura has so much power that she can convince grown, intelligent men and women to do these horrible, illegal activities. Come on. Yeah, potty mouth mama admitted in Laura's chat that Laura didn't tell her to do anything. I believe Stephanie T got up and admitted something very similar. Oh, shut up, M. Turner. You fucking moron. Why are you worried about Laura's kids, bitch? I don't know how to give a link, Vinny G. I'm not tech savvy like you guys are. I don't have some big set up booth. I'm just sick of it, Vinny G. I'm sure we can go over on Laura's and take a link. I don't even know how to take a link in your chat. All I know how to do is Zoom. But Vinny G, you're an intelligent man. And you fucking know that this is bullshit. And nobody block him. I'm not going to sit over here and talk about him and him not be able to say what he wants to say. It just pisses me off, Vinny. Get out of here, M. Turner. Vinny, you sit over there with somebody fucking in your fucking chat like Brian St. John who bashed a dead baby that his son killed. He said horrible things about this little 2-year-old. Where I'm from in America, that's unforgivable. I'm so sick of hearing this shit about Laura's Patreons. I don't know how to do a link. I don't even have a panel. I knew Vinny would stream it. I'm okay with Vinny streaming it. Nobody trolled Vinny G. I wouldn't even have a clue how to troll a man whose name is Vinny G and lives in Australia. And I'm sorry, but if Ems is over there saying we trolled her, I got a real problem with that, Ems. A real problem, Ems. Somebody obviously put an address or something in his chat. I don't know. But I can promise you, it didn't come from over here. And it pisses me off Because I've always admired Vinny G. I've always thought, he's got a, I don't know him from Boyd or drama or anything else, but he always has a really cool thing going on over there. He does his thing. He fucking drags people and he fucking plays his music. But I'm so freaking sick of this. Oh, Laura brainwashes people to do her bullshit. I'm fucking insulted that anybody would think that I'm stupid enough to be fucking brainwashed by anybody. I wish Vinny G nothing but the best. I've said it all up from the get-go. And I still don't have a problem with him. My only problem is he's given this any attention at all. Yes, Ben, we know. You and Vinny G have had your problems. We know. And supposedly you're even worse than Brian. But I happen to know differently. Oh, the screenshots were made up. Yeah, right. That's why I got Brian in my text messages admitting that he said the shit. Do you need that to be shown, Brian? I'm sick of it, man. I don't care. You support Brian? Fucking support the fucking loser. I don't care. This is a man. Vinny G's over there asking Janelle if she's ever been doxxed. Well, you want to know who doxxed somebody? Brian doxxed an old shut-in woman in Texas and had her in tears where she's calling me crying, and I told her to call the fucking local police department. I'm over it, man. You want to fucking defend him? You want to support him? Then go for it. If that's your kind of fucking people. But don't sit over here and try to convince me that Laura is even remotely close to the piece of garbage that fucking Brian St. John is. Don't even try it. I've known this man for over 12 fucking years. I've seen all of his antics. And Vinny, I'm sorry. I really don't know how to give links and panel and all that. I'm on my phone. I don't know how to do all that. Yeah, Brian, he creates fucking profiles to troll himself. He proved that with his fucking asshole channel. I'm over it. I'm sick of hearing this. Vinny, you know that we are not stupid people. We can't be convinced to do dirty work for people. Those people that look people up and shit, they did it because they wanted to, not because anybody was told. I don't know, Angel, why they're playing it, because that's what Vinny G does. And I don't care. I came over here to go live because, number one, I have no idea how, I don't even have Hangouts downloaded on my phone. And then when I hear Vinny G asking Janelle if she's lesbian and if she's licking Laura's pussy, then I thought, well, this went so far off the fucking charts. I don't know who trolled you, Vinny G. All I know is it didn't come from Laura's Patreon because I'm in there. Why would Laura troll you? Why? Ask the people that call you Slimy G. I will link you to the truth. I don't know how to do all that, Vinny G. I have Zoom. But I'll tell you what, Vinny G. Drop your email and I'll send you the proof of the kind of people, or no, at least one person that's sitting in your fucking chat every day being defended by these people. Because I have a feeling you'd have a real damn problem with the things he's done. I don't know. I've had one troll in my whole YouTube time, and it was called Time Bandit. A very nice troll, by the way. And Clary T busted it out, even though Marsha Whitesharky thinks she did. Clary really did. And it was a nice troll. It said very nice things to people. I'm over it, man. I'm over hearing about Laura the mob boss. That is a joke. That is something Ben said. And Laura took it and laughed about it. Yes, Vinny G is the one that just had a stroke. He sure did. And as we all sat around and wished him well, because nobody wants to see anything bad happen to Vinny G, now we're being accused of trolling him. For fuck's sakes, I couldn't even point Australia out on a fucking map. I'd have to ask my little 4-year-old nephew. I'm over it, man. When I heard what was going on over there, I was like, come on, Vinny G, you can't. You are an intelligent man. You cannot believe the shit that you're being fed. I was in Patreon the night that Ozzy Vick left. You know why she left? Because the girls, the women, the ex-Patreons that had left before was throwing her name out there and she was getting upset because Ozzy Vick's name was being put out there. And she's like, I can't handle the drama. That's why Ozzy Vick left. People are saying Diane doxed you. I don't know anything about that. I don't know why Diane would want to do that either. I don't even use my alternate account because it's been found out. Oh, BSJ is live now? Okay. What's he gonna say? He's gonna deny everything? I've got the proof, Brian. Those screenshots are real and hundreds of people fucking saw them. Just like you doxing Carol in Texas and her fucking calling me crying. And I told her to call the local police. That's the kind of shit you do. Fuck him. I'm not going on his stream. I don't have any way of showing it, Jay Green, but I'll damn sure let Laura show it on her panel. I'm so over this shit. Where's that skateboard, RV? Whiskey? Where's that skateboard you were going to send? I don't mess with Whiskey. Ever since he took on his drama channel, I don't go over there. I was one of the first people in his iPoint stream when there was like 7 of us. But then he took on all the fucking drama. I was like, well, I get enough of this shit elsewhere. I'm just over it. Vinny G is an intelligent man, and for him to sit over there and feed into this bullshit is really irking my ass. Whiskey, you got what you needed, buddy. You got your subs and shit. And yes, Vinny G freaking admitted it. It was an old boy move, according to Vinny G. So go enjoy them. I'm so sick of people talking about this fucking Patreon like it's some kind of underground freaking... Ooh, I'm over it. That's my dog snoring. I'm just over it, guys. I'm tired. I'm an intelligent woman, and I'm tired of being looked at like I can actually be programmed in my head to do something that I don't want to do. It's incredibly insulting for people to think that. Yes, Lolly. Yes, Laura looked up Whiskey's family. Okay, she looked on his fucking Facebook. Whatever. What woman doesn't do that when she's interested in a man? She actually complimented his wife. Big fucking deal. She never made it public. Diane did. She's the one that dropped the fucking link for people to go look at it. And Janelle tries to go up on Vinny G's panel, and I really thought Aussie to Aussie. But immediately it was, are you lesbian? Do you lick her whatever? I don't even know if he said the P word or not. I don't know. I was like, well, this went south. No pun intended. Brian's dick couldn't calm down. Oh, no, Brian prefers 14-year-old little girls because it's not illegal. Fuck off, Brian. You want me to show your shit? I'll fucking show your shit. You never own anything you fucking do. Nothing. Oh, those are fake screenshots. No, they aren't, Brian. You said every word about that baby. You said every fucking disgusting word about that baby, and you know you did. I don't care how they feel about Laura anymore. I don't. Get over it. My God. Are those ex-Patreons so fucking butthurt because they're not a part of this group anymore? that they got to continuously talk about it and then they got to take it to Vinny G? Are they that fucking butthurt? What are you going to do, Clary? Troll me now? Since that's your specialty? Get the fuck out of here, man. And no, Laura didn't coin that. I can say it if I want. And Jennifer Lynn over there. Oh, there's Laura's spawn. You know, fuck off, people. I am my own person. Who knows, Pearl? Who knows, Pearls? Who the frick knows? I've heard 4 different people now have trolled M's. I'm disappointed. If M's really said that, I'm freaking disappointed. Because when she was down and out, it was us that reached out to M's. Fucking dude calls the cops because somebody says he has poopy pants. That's who they're defending? Give me a break. What man picks up the phone and calls the police over YouTube bullshit? Calls the fucking cops on Katie? You know, Vinny, maybe you should listen to what he had to say about your friend Katie, because I know you and Katie are friends. Regardless of how you go back and forth, that's just your all's tit for tat. Maybe you should hear what he said about her. Because that may be acceptable in Australia, but it's not in America. I'm over it, man. I'm so sick and tired of people going on and on and on about Laura's Patreon. Ooh, that's a federal offense. What the fuck do you all care? Yeah, threatening Republican Ash and NEC. And then they got the balls to go sit in a chat and say, oh, that's real good picking on a person with autism. Get over it. Brian's the one that said autism is no excuse. Hell, I've got a screenshot of him saying that somebody losing their child was no excuse to be an asshole. I know, Ben. She does sleep a lot. She hasn't had her breakfast yet. None of the pups have had their breakfast yet. I know Capone. They pick on me and I have autism. Ash is just trying to be relevant, man. I'm not sure he cares. The truth, Corey Feldman just put a video explaining a little bit of how Vinny thinks, or it's okay with. I hope I spelt her name right. Yeah, I don't know. See, they don't realize that everything they're accusing us of doing, they've done it. I'm so disappointed in some of those people. Some of those people I don't give 2 fucks about. Jennifer Lynn, Republican Ash, JoJo, Lady Beekeeper. I don't give a fuck about those people. But I am disappointed in a couple of them. And Simon is one of them. Because I really like Simon. I really do. And it's okay that he's made up his mind to not like Laura. But he's smart enough to know that people don't make other people do things, and those people doing those things are paying the person. Oh, he used the R word again. Well, that's his favorite word, so. Yeah, my son told him how crazy I am. I know. He showed those messages like a half a dozen times now, and it's been explained. I don't have to explain my son to him. Me and my son talk every fucking day. Brian's got one out there he's had no contact with his entire fucking life. He's got a daughter that he hadn't seen in over 10 fucking years. Want me to show you proof of that too? His Nicole even said, Brian's daughter's here. He hasn't seen her in 10 years. So he can talk about me and my son all he wants. I'll tell you what I've never done. I ain't never contacted one of his fucking kids like he has mine. Because that's what Brian does. So he can fuck off when it comes to my kid. That's what he does. You know, they're over there saying, "Oh, did Laura look up Whiskey OG's family?" Vinny G, Brian contacted my son through Messenger. Yeah, you're right. He has no room to talk about anybody's kids. You damn straight he don't. And like I said, I ain't never held Brian responsible for what his son did. I hold Brian responsible for what he did before and after his son did what he did. I dare him to contact my son again. Because if he does, I guarantee he's going to get his ass filled. Yeah, sitting over there on that panel last night saying, what did Marcia say? It could have been Ash 274. I don't know. They both talk like they got a mouthful of fucking marbles. But I think it was Marcia said, Laura's gone after Republican Ash. Laura's gone after sarcasm. No, that was Brian. He swears I've said something about his mom. I've never said nothing about his mother. But it don't stop Brian from talking about people's mothers. I'm just so over the bullshit, man. I can't believe you all support somebody like Laura. She's vile. She's disgusting. The whole fucking time, Brian's doing panels with them and sitting in their chats, laughing it up and kikiing it up with them. Fuck that shit. You want to talk about who I support? Take a look at who you're supporting, people. Yeah, he went hard for Republican ass, but it's okay that he threatened to kill her. You got a problem with who I'm supporting? You by God better take a good look at who you're supporting, people. Laura locks her refrigerator so her son can't eat. That's right, people. He's starving to death. He's starving to freaking death. Laura is starving her son to death. Guess what? Maybe she's just one of these parents that doesn't want to see her son slip into adolescent obesity and have to deal with juvenile diabetes and everything that comes with it. Maybe she's one of those parents. God forbid. Yeah, like I said, you want to have a problem with who I support? Take a good hard look at who you're supporting, people. Fucking bullshit. I'm so tired of it, man. You know? Okay, you know, some expatrians left. They got a burr in their ass and they left. Who cares? Move on, man. If and when the time comes that I ever leave Laura's Patreon, I can tell you this. I would never, ever, ever spend my ever waking fucking moment talking about the ugly shit that went on in there when they were the ones doing it. People need to get over it, man. And Brian, every time he gets on a panel and fucking lies, I'm gonna call him out for it. Are we back? Can you hear me? I'm just over it, Rad. I'm over these people believing this garbage that Laura has some kind of power over intelligent human beings. If you don't like her, you don't like her. It is what it is. Move the fuck on, man. I never was peeing Beavis. Like I said, if you don't like Laura, it's okay. Don't like her. But every single night, man, every single night, there's panel after panel after panel. People can't even go on their channels and play these games that they do without Kekistanians, purple flying monkeys. And for fuck's sakes, man, grow up. What are we? 12? I'm so over it, man. And it's insulting for people, intelligent people like Vinny G and Simon, and that's about all I got over there. But it's insulting for people like that to think that someone as intelligent as I am could be mind fucked into doing things that I didn't want to do. Republican Ash is an idiot, okay? I don't know how else to put it. She is a blithering idiot. She thought Martin Luther King freed the slaves, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, I don't know why people can't get over this Laura thing. I've been hearing this shit since March. 7 months. And I know some people say, well, we've been hearing you talk about Brian for. Let me tell you something. I haven't even scratched the surface when it comes to Brian. And when I try to lay off of him, when I was like, nah, man, I ain't even going to talk about him. Because you know what? He's just a fucking idiot. And he's going to do what he's going to do. And people are just going to be okay with it. Then he gets up on a panel and lies out his ass. I can't believe Vinny G was streaming you making such nasty comments. Thought he was a better person. Oh, well. If Vinny G wants to sit over there and make nasty comments about me, that's his business. I don't care. I've done nothing but be respectful to Vinny G. It's like everyone has forgotten all Brian's bad behavior. He gets a clean slate and sits on his panel with the moral high ground. Yeah, that is bullshit, John. You're right. If Vinny G wants to sit over there and trash me, go ahead. People think their fucking words hurt me. Like I said, I've been nothing but respectful to Vinny G. Nothing but respectful to that man. Excuse me. I hope he caught that one. And all I've ever heard is, oh, Vinny G's doing this, Vinny G's doing that. Well, guess what? That's what Vinny G does. That's his channel. That's what he does. He drags people and he plays music. That's what he does. That's his channel. That's his thing. Okay. A battle axe and a dildo. Ooh. I'm hurt. I'm so hurt, Vinny G. I'm a battle axe and a dildo. Okay. That's mature. Mandy Lynn just told Vinny how Laura and others set up trolling M's. Mandy Lynn is a liar. I have emails from M's that says she knows for a fact it wasn't Laura's people. Mandy Lynn is a liar. Mandy Lynn is the one that created a channel with Mandy Bell to try to deceive people. And then when Mandy Bell finally went in there and took her channel back, everybody's, oh my God, she's been hacked. She's been hacked. Mandy Bell, grow up. It was a fucking channel that was created to deceive people. Mandy Lynn has been on every side of the fucking street on YouTube. She is trying to be relevant. Yeah, she's credible, isn't she? Yeah. Be careful, Vinny G. You got one of the biggest doxers on your panel right now. You got the one that looks up people and then takes private info outside of a group and runs with it. Careful there, Vinny G. Oh, I know. She's running. She's in every live stream. She's like another Ash 274. She's in every fucking live stream begging for attention. That's the Mandy Lynn. Yeah, Mandy Lynn is the new Mandy Bell. Exactly. K Smalls. Remember, Laura looked at my family's Facebook. Smalls, you fucking did that to Laura first. You put out Laura's mom's picture and Laura's kid's picture and swore that it was fucking Molly Golightly. Funny how these people forget what they did. Hear the church bells? Hope Vinny G's listening to those. Aren't they pretty, Vinny G? Aren't the bells pretty? Coming from a, what do you call me? A dildo and a what? What else am I? Hello, dislikes crybabies. K Smalls called Sarcasm's son's jail to get info. Yeah. Because they don't go real life. They don't dig real life. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I said, I've always been respectful to Vinny G. I don't go in his chats. I don't start shit. Because number one, I think he enjoys it. I'm fine, just like crybabies. Just tired of the bullshit. And the way Janelle was treated over there, I was like, nuh-uh, man. That's not right. That's your fellow Aussie, Vinny G. Hello, Robin. That's your fellow Aussie, Vinny G. You don't treat your fellow man like that. In her case, fellow woman. Insinuating you gotta be lesbian in order to support Laura. It's the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. Now they're talking about the drug deal. Ooh, the drug deal. Look into Brian's family. You want to dig around for drug deals? Look into Brian's family. My son's an ex-drug addict. You want to see his drug deals? Looks like Brian has another mangina buddy. Oh, well. If Vinny G wants to support a man that bashed a 2-year-old baby that his son killed, that's on Vinny G, man. That Vinny G can own that proudly. Brian just announced Laura's last name. Who cares? Fucking, you know. He put my phone number in his fucking chat 15 times one day. Guess what? That got turned around real quick. Vinny G said that's all he's worried about, and he has the screenshots. Whatever. So Vinny G, some man from Australia, is gonna what? Go after Laura over something that can't even be proven? Who cares? And then what? Then what happens? What's the end game there? Yeah, Brian's stolen valor. Support that, Vinny G. Support Brian. The one who, after his son killed a toddler, went around saying things like, oh, I gotta go now. I have a splitting headache. I need to go eat some nuggets and watch Finding Dory. Or how about, oh, I'll never grow up to be a big boy. You're right, Brian. He won't. Because your son killed him. You fucking loser. How about when Brian said the Innocence Project was taking his son's case? You fucking idiot. And Brian, you didn't turn your son in. Anybody want to see the real truth? Go read Luke's appeal. Brian's the one that said on video, make sure your GPS is off. Oh, she supports Darlie Routier. No, I support fair trials. She didn't get one, and your son did. He thinks everybody, he wants to blame everybody that hates him because they're Darley supporters. Trust me, that's not the case. The vile things he said about that baby. Oh, but it's okay because it's Brian and that's what Brian does. Why? Because some group of idiots formed a Facebook group and said he cuts his little girl's hair with a knife? So Brian felt compelled to go after a 2-year-old dead baby? Fuck off, Brian. Nothing's off limits to Brian. If he wants to reach out to your family, he does it. Like I said, I can show proof of everything I say. Everything. And the reason most of these women won't go for it, won't stand up to him, is because they're afraid of him. Dude ain't got nothing on me. Because every little piece of conversation he can show, I can show the entire conversation. Like I said, I've never held him responsible. Never, ever held him responsible for what his son did. I hold him responsible for what he did. Go watch some of his old videos where he goes real life on fucking crime victims and then says, "Oh, I'm a victim's advocate." Yeah, right. Can you send me some green beans? You're close in Ocala, yeah? I could do that. Yeah, Dory, there is a topic. And the topic is, well, if you're not happy, Dory, then, Benny G is live. Yeah, Brian says his son runs a store out of the prison. Well, that's not exactly legal, Brian. Don't think I'd be on YouTube telling the world that there, buddy. Pivotal comment. I have no dog in Darley's case. I have nothing to do with Brian St. John's case. My issue is with him, his vile treatment of women. Brian just said if Diane blocked him, he would ask for all donations back. Well, I guess that proves that he didn't really want to support the kids of St. Jude, huh? If you would go into a channel like Diane's who donates her money to St. Jude and ask for your money back, then that tells you what was really behind him donating that money. And it had nothing to do with the kids of St. Jude. So, there you go, Diane. And this ain't really about Brian. This is about I'm sick and tired of being told about who I support when they allow something like that. I truly feel if Brian and Laura were friends, everyone would hate Brian. But because he is loud and does everything everyone's bidding for them against Laura and others, they like him. Yeah. I mean, how many times has Brian sat on a freaking in front of a screen. Bernie Duran, go fuck yourself, okay? Why don't you got anything better to talk about other than Laura? Huh, Bernie? See, they don't like it when the shoe's on the other foot. I don't know why Vinny would think Laura would dox him either. Laura's never had a problem with Vinny G. Now all of a sudden, all these people are getting up in his fucking ear. Hello, JoJo. All these people are getting up in Vinny G's ear. Laura has always talked good of Vinny G. I'm just over it, man. I'm so sick. You know, if Brian wants to quit being talked about, then Brian needs to own his shit, what he did, and quit running his fucking mouth about other people. It probably was Brian, just so he could blame Laura. You're probably right. Wouldn't be the first time he created a fake account to bring sympathy upon himself. Asshole. Brian puts himself right in the middle of everything. And then when you go at Brian, don't you have anything better to talk about than Brian? Shut the fuck up. Okay, crazy nurse granny. You tell Ems I'm really hurt. My heart is really fucking hurt because I've always been a friend to her. Why ain't Brian over on Vinny's panel? Why's Brian live? Why isn't he on Vinny's panel? Kathy, the name of the troll, I took a screenshot of it because I believe Janelle was on panel when it happened. And I took a screenshot of it, and it was actually an address. That was the name of the troll. I don't know. Somebody said she's over there telling Vinny G that we were the ones that trolled her. But she just sent me a screenshot or something the other day, not long ago, of, oh, be careful, Georgia Dog is asking about you. Okay. I'm so sick of this shit, man. I'm over this Laura's Patreon, Laura's subs, Laura's Patreons. Well, look who in the fuck you're supporting, people. They put people's freaking names out. I don't know whose address it was, Dayton. I have no idea whose address it was. I know nothing about Australia. Geography wasn't one of my subjects. Oh, Mandy Lynn was on panel with M. She's such a classy lady. That's what Mandy Lynn's been running around doing for weeks now. I always really liked you. Really? Really? Because that's not what you said in private conversations. Oh, I forgot. Laura made you do it. Laura made you say those things. Or was it Mandy Bell? Was it Mandy Bell that made you say those things? Anybody that can get on YouTube as an intelligent adult and say somebody made them do something is a fucking liar. Nobody makes you do anything. I really like Ems. I hope she got it wrong. Of course she's got it wrong. Because last week it was Georgia Dog. Because somebody fucked up in the head is messing with Ems. And Ems can't pinpoint who it is. So everybody that sends her an email saying, oh, I think I know who's messing with you, Ems comes out and says it. It's never worked out yet. I've always had Ems back. Always. When they fucking Tilly Mae and them set up on that panel and dragged her because she didn't disclose her medical condition. I fucking had Ems back. Yeah. Remember when she put that shit out about Molly Golightly? Oops. I've always had Ems back, and she knows this. Tawanda has always had her back. She knows this. What was mean and nasty and uncalled for? Tawny C, I missed it. We've all always had Ems back. And for her to be running around now, saying, oh, it was Laura's people. Come on, Ems. Yeah. Tilly Mae and all of them demanding Ems release her medical records so she could prove she's sick. I don't know, Stewie. Vinny's probably streaming me, so you could probably catch both stories. I'm sick of it, Stewie. I'm sick of people trying to convince people that people like me are so unintelligent that we can be mind fucked into doing things for Laura while giving her money to support her channel. While, we're so unintelligent, Stewie, that we can be mind controlled into doing Laura's dirty work while we pay her to do it. John, well, to be fair, Ems is being trolled, or is being told that, and believes it. Okay, John, but how many times she also believed Georgia Dog was after her, and Jay is for justice, and Molly go lightly. I adore Ems, but this every single time somebody sends her something, does she not see what they're doing? Em said the other day she's friends with Tommy Hilfiger. Well, I don't know. Nobody understood it, Tawny, see? Because nothing ever came of it. And then I get an email saying Georgia Dog's looking for my address. People are trying to mess with her, John. I totally agree with you. Just the same thing that they're doing to Kiki Ramblings. The exact same thing they're doing to Kiki. They're fucking with them. And they want it to look like, is there a bear asleep? No, that's my dog. And they want it to look like it's coming from Laura's camp. These people need to fact find before believing what someone says. Sad they don't have the sense enough to do that, and it drives me bonkers. Yes, Sarah, I agree. Right. Molly Golightly is the one that told him someone was after her. And now Ems all of a sudden thinks it's Laura's people. And Molly Golightly has a problem with Laura now. I agree, John. I totally agree. So now all of a sudden, Ems puts out a video not long ago saying how supportive Laura's people have been and how she really has no problem with any of us. Now all of a sudden, Laura's people are trolling her. Even though it was Molly that threatened her, now it's all of a sudden Laura's people. Laura and Molly have a falling out. It doesn't take a fucking genius. Yes, the fuckery continues. And the beat goes on. Now, I don't even want to get into that discussion that they had about jackhammers and vibrators. I only heard a clip. I don't watch M's and don't care enough to troll her. And why would anybody troll M's? She is the soccer mom with the perfect makeup and the perfect hair and the coffee cups. Why would anybody troll M's? John says, I wouldn't put it past Molly. I've seen the grin on her face when drama kicks off. She loves it. Definitely wouldn't be surprised if she was behind some of this crap. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and blame Molly either. Me sitting here blaming Molly would be like M sitting there blaming everybody else. Georgia Dog, J is for Justice, Molly Go Lightly, Laura's People. Boyd doesn't, they don't want no part of M's. That Boyd is just a community of people. Just a community of people, and they all have their beats with people, just like our community, just like drama, just like everybody's. Every time something comes up, somebody, and I know you're not saying it, Kathy, but every time something comes up, Boyd. Oh my God, get over it. Boyd has their own drama. I don't know, guys. Like that Vinny G is running with this shit. I was like, I can't believe this. I can believe it out of so many of those people, but I just couldn't believe it out of Vinny G. You know, he's always got his little jabs to make it, people, but I can't believe that he's running with this shit. You know, well, that's a federal offense, blah, blah, blah. Gives a fuck, man. As long as pills, drugs, whatever wasn't being mailed to my kid, it ain't my fucking business what goes down. I learned growing up, I stay out of people's fucking business. And it's like somebody came in here and said, Diane sent Vinny nudies. Come on. I don't believe that. That's the kind of ludicrous shit that gets said around here. Like Brian saying he's got nudies of pink. Come on. Like anybody'd ever send Brian nudes. Hell, go look at his online diary. He couldn't even get it from his own wife. I don't know what she's saying at Benny G's. I'm not over there. So at some point, common sense has to kick in with people. At some point, common sense has to kick in with people. It has to. You have to take a step back and say, you know, there's no way this is going on. This is ridiculous to believe some of this shit. I don't know, Tawny. I'll have to get the link to it. He did this little online diary where he's talking about Nicole and how she's not being very nice to him and blah, blah, blah. I think he had like 3 paragraphs in it before he quit doing it. It's just, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And I'm so disappointed. So disappointed in Vinny G. So disappointed in M's. So disappointed in Simon. And that's about all I'm disappointed in over there. Because those are people that I really respect. And to see him running with these false narratives, man, it's disappointing. I don't know what else to say. Call me a dildo, Vinny G. I'm a disappointed dildo. Bye, Sebastian. Goodbye. Sarah, get rid of Sebastian. Please. But Ben, even you and Vinny G had playful banter. I mean, I know sometimes it got ugly, but even you and him, Vinny G, I heard him say on his panel one day that he kind of liked you. He kind of thought you had spunk. I mean, you and Vinny G, y'all went back and forth. That's what you all did. And sometimes it was comical. It was funny on your part. It was funny on Vinny G's. I mean, he literally sat on his panel one day and said, man, I kind of like the kid. He's got spunk. That's when I knew it was time to just back off the Ben and Vinny G thing. It was y'all's thing. It's what y'all did. But guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna deal with real life. But I'm just gonna put this out there, guys. Hello, J Mac. I'm gonna put this out there, guys. I am intelligent enough. I am way above being intelligent enough to not be mind controlled, mind fucked by another human being. So all these women out there saying that Laura controlled them, that speaks volumes for their intelligence. Not only did she control them, but they paid her to be controlled. I think they're using the word Stockholm Syndrome, and that's laughable. See you around the tube, guys.